Hello and welcome to Learning Access 2013. My name is Mike Henry and this is the fourth video from Tutorial 5. In this video we're going to learn how we take 1 plus 1 and it equals 11. This concept is called concatenation. This is where we're going to take the object of a 1 and put it next to the object of another 1 and end up with an 11. With this query you can see that I have the last name and the first name, and basically what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be trying to create a new field here that's going to show us the last name, a comma, a space, and then the first name. So we're going to be concatenating these pieces together. Unlike two fields where we might take a number from one and a number from the other and add or multiply or divide these fields, concatenation is just putting them together next to each other. So we do this in the design view. It's basically a calculated query, and I'm just going to blow this up into the zoom so we can see this better. And the new name of this field is going to be called patient. So I type in the name of my field and I put my colon. And then what I'm going to do first is just take these two fields and get them next to each other. So the field called last name, and I put some glue on the end of that field, and my glue is an ampersand. Okay, so I use the symbol called an ampersand, and for right now I'm just going to glue this to the field called first name. With this in there, I can view this real quick and you say, yeah, it's working. I can see that we have Booker and then Thomas right here. Now what's not in there yet is our comma and our space. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to modify this a little bit as we look at this. So you can see we have our new field's name, the first field, last name, being glued to the second field. So what I'm going to sneak in right here is some text. So when we do text, we put in a quotation. Now I need a comma and a space. So I actually put the space in there if I want that, and I put another comma, quotation. So now it says last name glued to the text of a comma and a space. Now because I've moved from one object, the text, to another object, the first name, I need to put more glue in there. So you can see I have a piece of glue here and a piece of glue here. When I view this, there we go. Now we have Olivia Brown, or Brown, comma, space, Olivia. And that's working really well for us. So these two objects have been concatenated together, and in this case I don't even need the last name and first name fields any longer. You can see that this works fine to concatenate together. The only thing I would need to do is, if I want it in that same order, I would have to put my sort back in here and take a look at it that way. So we can see that this is called a concatenation. Concatenation. Basically what we learned is 1 plus 1 equals 11. We took the object, the number 1, and we put some glue on the side of it and we glued it to another 1. That gave us an 11. And that's what we ended up doing with our fields. We took the last name, we put some glue on the side of it, and then we glued it next to a comma and a space, and then we put some more glue on the side of that and we glued it to a first name. We could have done this with any set of fields. We could have done the city, a comma, a space, and then the state, and then thrown in a space and then a zip code. We concatenate these things together.